It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Philadelphia. It's the Vikings and the Eagles, coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Room here, down the numbers. There he goes. 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 75 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Cook again. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as his guys have now moved out in front. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the open. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Man, we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Cousins now to throw on first down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give it 19.
good strong throw and capture up there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On second down, Cook. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, 38 yards. And the Vikings continue to pull. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
And now this offense gets ready to take over the football. 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Again, it's Cook. And some room to run now. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook as the first half is. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Cousins gives way to Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the Battle of the Sea. He will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins doing battle with the Baltimore Ravens. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And you'll see they've continued to run the ball well. It's been a staple of theirs all year as they look to move forward in these playoffs. Our 2 squads making their final adjustments prior to the second half kick. Which team will be the one standing as NFC champions at the end? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And some room to work. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll try the middle with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook.
41 yards.
And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the... Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
There he goes left side. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook,
83 yards. Third quarter action. This offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cook up the gut.
To the 27-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, 27 yards.
And the Vikings get a...
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. Up the middle, it's Cook.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Hey, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Handoff comes to Cook. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. On the toss, Madison. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Not sure what more we can say.
Well, the Vikings are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off here and say goodnight, everybody.